lion cub listens attentively to old Rafiki the rhino, who stands tall, gesturing towards a distant, towering mountain under the orange glow of the setting sun. The jungle animals gather around, their eyes wide as old Rafiki speaks of the legendary mountain of courage, where only the bravest can ascend. Leo's amber eyes light up with a spark of determination as he imagines himself reaching the top of the great mountain. The animals whisper amongst themselves, awed by the tale, while Leo silently makes up his mind he will be the one to conquer the mountain. Leo packs a small leather satchel with a map, compass, and jungle fruits, his face showing a mix of excitement and nervousness. Pippa the Parrot, with her rainbow-colored feathers shimmering, flutters down to join him, chirping excitedly about the adventure. Benny the Beaver, with a wide grin and his trusty tools in hand, announces that he's coming too, offering his strength and wisdom. The trio sets off through the jungle path, with the animals cheering them on as the silhouette of the distant mountain looms ahead under a bright, clear sky. Leo, Pippa, and Benny approach the entrance of the dark forest, where tall, twisted trees cast eerie shadows that seem to move on their own. The forest floor is covered in mist, and strange, echoing sounds make the trio uneasy. But Leo steps forward, determined to lead the way. As they navigate through the dense, shadowy woods, their own reflections in the mist play tricks on their minds, causing brief moments of fear. Benny points out that the shadows are harmless illusions, and they laugh, their fears slowly dissolving as they continue through the dark, mystical forest. The group reaches a creaking, swaying rope bridge hanging over a deep canyon, with the wind howling through the narrow ravine. Pippa flies overhead easily, calling out words of encouragement to Leo and Benny as they step cautiously onto the unsteady bridge. Leo feels the bridge shake beneath him, the rushing river below making his legs tremble. But he takes deep breaths and moves forward step by step. With Benny's support and Pippa's guidance, they make it across safely, Leo smiling with relief and newfound confidence as they leave the bridge behind. The trio enters a clearing where giant stone statues, the stone guardians, stand in silence, their ancient faces carved with wisdom. Each guardian holds a riddle etched into its stone surface, and the group must solve them to move forward. Benny quickly solves the first, grinning at his success. Leo approaches the second guardian, feeling nervous but determined, and after deep thought, he figures out the answer. Bravery is moving forward despite fear. As the guardian's eyes glow, the ground rumbles, revealing a hidden path ahead, and Leo beams with pride, knowing his bravery is growing stronger. The trio enters a misty valley where every sound they make echoes loudly, creating distorted versions of themselves that loom large in the mist. As they speak, their voices create giant, exaggerated echoes of their fears, which tower over them, making the valley feel surreal and threatening. Leo realizes the more they talk about their fears, the bigger the echoes become, and suggests they stay calm and quiet to pass through. The group walks in silence, focusing on their goal, and gradually the echoes fade, allowing them to see the clear path ahead once more. The base of the Mountain of Courage comes into view, its rocky cliff steep and intimidating as clouds swirl near the summit. Benny uses his strong paws to carve footholds in the rock, while Pippa flies ahead, pointing out the safest path for Leo to follow. Leo carefully climbs, his paws gripping the rocky surface. At one point, he slips but quickly grabs onto Benny's paw, steadying himself. Together, the group pushes onward, growing more confident with each step, the mountain's peak getting closer with every effort. Dark clouds gather as they near the mountain's peak, and a fierce storm suddenly erupts, with lightning flashing and rain pouring down. Leo, drenched and feeling overwhelmed, starts to doubt his ability to reach the top. What if I fail? He whispers to himself. Pippa lands on his shoulder, her feathers wet but her voice strong. You've come this far, Leo. You are braver than you know, she says. With his friends by his side, Leo pushes forward through the storm, his courage growing stronger with every step despite the raging winds and thunder. The storm clears, and the trio reaches the entrance of the Cave of Reflections, where glowing crystals cast shimmering reflections of themselves on the cave walls. Leo sees himself as both the scared cub from the start of the journey and the brave explorer he has become, the reflections teaching him valuable lessons. The cave reveals their inner thoughts and fears, but instead of feeling afraid, Leo feels empowered, knowing he has overcome so much already. With a newfound sense of self, Leo steps out of the cave, ready for the final part of his journey to the summit. At long last, they reach the summit, where a golden pedestal holds a shining crystal orb that glows with magical light. As Leo approaches the orb, a voice from the sky praises him for completing the journey. The true treasure is the courage you've discovered within yourself. The orb glows brighter, filling Leo with a sense of warmth and accomplishment. He smiles, knowing he didn't just find the treasure, he found his true bravery. The trio gazes out over the stunning view from the summit, proud of their achievement and ready to share the lessons they've learned with others. The journey down the mountain feels easier as Leo, Benny, and Pippa retrace their steps, their spirits high and laughter filling the air. Benny points out familiar landmarks, while Pippa sings a cheerful tune, celebrating their successful adventure. The dark forest of shadows no longer seems intimidating, and the bridge sways gently as they cross, feeling lighthearted and brave. As they approach the village, they are greeted with cheers and celebration, the animals eagerly awaiting the stories of their courageous journey. In the village, a grand celebration is held in Leo's honor, with old Rafiki presenting him with a crown made of jungle vines and colorful flowers. The village animals cheer, proud of Leo's bravery and inspired by his journey to the mountain of courage. Benny and Pippa stand beside Leo, basking in the joy of their adventure and the strength of their friendship. The night is filled with music, dancing, and storytelling as the jungle celebrates courage, friendship, and the power of facing one's fears. Later that night, Leo sits quietly by a fire, reflecting on everything he's learned. He no longer feels like the timid cub from the start of the journey. Pippa perches beside him, asking what his next adventure will be. Leo smiles. Whatever comes my way, I'm ready for it. Benny joins them, saying, with friends like us, there's nothing we can't handle together. The three of them look up at the starry sky, knowing that their bond and bravery will guide them through any future challenges. The next day, Leo shares the story of his adventure with the younger cubs in the village, teaching them the importance of courage and teamwork. The cubs listen wide-eyed, dreaming of their own future adventures and inspired by Leo's bravery. Leo tells them, you don't have to climb a mountain to be brave. Bravery is something you carry in your heart. The cubs cheer for Leo, eager to face their own fears and challenges, with newfound hope and excitement for the future. As the sun sets, Leo, Benny, and Pippa gather at the edge of the jungle, ready to face whatever new adventure may come their way. Benny wonders aloud what their next challenge will be, and Leo grins, saying, whatever it is, we'll face it together. With the jungle stretching before them and the stars twinkling overhead, the trio heads off into the unknown, laughter echoing in the distance. The final scene fades as they disappear into the jungle, with the promise of more brave adventures waiting just beyond the horizon. The moral of Lewis and the Dream Garden is that while dreams are powerful and magical, they require balance, care, and responsibility to grow into something beautiful. True fulfillment comes not from having endless dreams, but from nurturing them wisely and sharing them with others. Lewis learns that with creativity, teamwork, and patience, even the wildest dreams can bloom into something meaningful. Thanks for watching, kids! If you enjoyed the adventure, make sure to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and click the bell icon to never miss a new story. See you next time!